Got some great news, YouTube. We made some new friends. As you can see, they brought their machines out. They're saving us tons of money. I'll tell you a little bit of the story. Come follow me. Man, this guy is awesome. I told you guys last time that you don't need to know how to do it. You just need to have friends that know how to do it. Let me tell you guys a story. So after sharing the story with people around us, sharing the YouTube video with people around us, a friend of mine ends up giving me a call. His name is Benny, and he happens to own 2 bulldozers, 2 excavators, 2 Skytrax, 2 ditch witches, 2 of pretty much everything you need to do all these jobs, and the big equipment. He ended up allowing us to go pick him up on our lowboy the other day. So we went over there, snagged his equipment, brought it over here. He brought his nephews over, and now they're helping us out. You know, but I'm telling you, we had no business renting those other people's equipment. We've always, you know, going into it, you still can have like a little bit of doubt, but you got to take that step and just go for it sometimes, you know? And in the process of doing that, we've already received jobs from people that are watching our videos that didn't know we did dirt work, didn't know we were willing to do dirt work. Any opportunity that comes to us where we can make some money, that way we can bless someone else, that's the business we're in. We happen to be getting dirt jobs and dirt workers. What does that make? Well, I don't really know yet, but we're gonna find out. Check out this rock that we ordered. So this is a commercial base. This stuff packs in and turns into like concrete once it's packed down and rolled. Man, this stuff is some good stuff. We ended up getting 4 loads of this stuff. The trucks are gonna be on driving a lot, and we're gonna set that down before we put this 1 3/8 or 1 3/4 flex base. So this is something that's screened and has a little bit bigger rock in it than that. We switched it up because we didn't need so much of this, and we want a little bigger material. It's gonna last longer. It's a little bit more expensive. Well, it was a little bit more expensive until we ordered these flex base loads, or these commercial base loads at first, and the lady's been putting all these on the same ticket. And she told Justin, she goes, man, she told one of our drivers and said, man, I accidentally put those other ones on the same ticket. This is $2 a ton cheaper than the other one. And he said, well, if you want to leave it like that, I won't say nothing. She says, I'll just leave it like that if you guys don't mind. I was like, we don't mind. That's an extra load. There's another blessing. We might lose 300 somewhere and then we gain it in another spot. So sometimes you just got to not worry about where you lose it. Worry about where you're winning. Look at that. Man, this guy is good at that. Wow. He's really good at that. I'm going to have to get him to teach me. Dude, I can run that skid steer all day. And I've learned how to do it pretty well since I own that machine, and I get to play with it all the time. I haven't been playing with it as much because I've been allowing Caden to go do all the stuff we need done so he learns. That way I don't ever have to get in it again. Got 4 boys for a reason. It's not so I can work the whole time, it's so I can teach. Let them be busy and then make them into teachers. And then I'm going to Corpus Christi to the coast. That's where I'm gonna be fishing. Y'all are gonna have to get a special pass to come see me. So we have a lot of water that comes down this side of the property, and we want to keep all that water on this side of the property for the pond. So he's gonna build a berm up right here on this side and start to taper it in so it's nice and smooth, but at the same time, the water is gonna stay all the way on this side. By all means as well, I'm not 100% sure on how to describe what they're doing, you know, but if we get him in the process doing it, and then after this berm is done, what it's gonna look like, oh man, it's gonna look like this, and another ledge that runs like a line is going down in it. And this berm is gonna be stacked perfect. It's gonna be beautiful. Getting all this stuff done, one request from the wife was to run water to the animals. So when do you want it done? She said now. So babe, it's 12 o'clock at night. I don't know if I can do that. So you better get busy. We're running water to the pigs and animals because as you can see, these guys are having to whip out the water hoses and run them out to the back, and they've been doing that for about a week now, and no sense in working harder, work smarter. Vinny also let us borrow his backhoe. It's a multi-tool piece of equipment, and they're not cheap to rent, as we know. We're gonna run water all the way to the back of the property. Since they're here, we might as well dig it all out. Me and Dad are gonna plumb it up, but man, take a look at that. You talk about a good trench. Wow, that's a good job he's doing. That's looking good, really good. Don't get better than that. And he also dug under the fence so we didn't have to take the fence down. Look at that, all the way up to the fence. And then we're gonna rip all this stuff out, and we're gonna keep going all the way to behind Ryan's house. We'll tap in right there. Yes, this project continues to get bigger and bigger as we go on. That's what happens when you have a wife. At the same time, this stuff all has to be done. And this last week, I was reminding myself, don't be a white knuckling beep. You know, let it go. Be a blessing to others. At the same time, this is gonna be a blessing to my kids. They can turn on a water line right here with one water hose and fill up all the birds and pigs and cows up quickly. So they don't have to work so hard to get it done. That packer makes a big difference. I'm shocked. We're doing the final grade on the pad so that we can start spreading rock. Man, this place is gonna change overnight. So having this packer is gonna allow us to sit the dirt all the way without the fear of losing our rock. So when the dirt underneath is loose and it's all fresh dirt, sometimes what will happen, you'll put the rock on top of it and the ground underneath will start to absorb the rock. And it'll eat up your rock a lot quicker than if you run a packer or a vibrator. That packer, what it does, it vibrates at the same time while it moves. So it allows the ground to settle and to be squashed so that as we lay our rock on top, that rock already has a hard surface underneath. And then we're gonna pack that rock down as well. So when big trucks come in, as you know, they weigh way more than any of this equipment, 85,000 pounds when fully loaded. When that big truck comes in, that ground won't sink and it won't create ruts with the tires. Because if we start to create ruts, all we're doing is pushing that rock down into the soil, into the dirt, and we're losing it. Through time, we'll have to buy more rock. So this is a step that you take that is a must. So another thing this packer's allowing us to do, it's allowing us to see the low spots. If we have too many low spots, what's gonna happen is the water's gonna flow into those low spots. The last spot we want low points around is our building. We want the water to flow away from the building, cannot flow to the building. And we're sitting right here in a pretty good creek. So we can't mess up here. We gotta do it correctly. If not, that creek is gonna be in our shop, and that is no good. So we ran out of time with the excavator. Those things are very expensive. We wanted to make the pond a little bit bigger, and we need a little bit more soil to finish out the rest of this pad in the front. So what we're gonna do is we're in the process of fixing one of our friend's excavators. Once we get his excavator fixed, we'll bring it back and we'll finish out that pond. What a gift. You know, Jamie was kind of like our bulldozer and equipment runner and type of guy, you know, and I told him, I said, Jamie, you got to see the blessing in this. I'm so happy that these guys are coming in because they're doing it better than we ever could have done. Hey, check that out. We got pipe here. Let's go check them. Yes. One of our customers, they make concrete pipe, and if the pipe breaks too much, the regulation is that they're not allowed to patch it. You know, it can patch some of it, but they can't patch big things. So what they do is they just sell it or they crush it back into concrete and they run it back through the mixer machine. Well, some of the stuff, they're not even allowed to do that. So what they're doing is just selling it out to anybody that wants it. And we decided to buy 3 loads. Perfect, Chris. Anybody need an AC dryer? We'll sell it to you half price. Let us know. Well, this was a very productive day today. We're very successful on the big trucks, first of all. You gotta make money in order to do this. And then at the same time, we ended up leveling out all this rock to get ready to bring in the new rock. But at the same time, Jamie took the packer, packed the whole property down. Now the packer's being loaded up to head to the RV park for the morning. And in the next couple days, we'll get back out here as well. And we have a lot of cool things going on. We're gonna be installing some pipes and some culverts. So that's gonna be fun. Just as fun as it is for you to watch, it's as fun as for us to do it. We're definitely being prepared for something. We don't know it yet, but mark my words, you are getting a front row seat. We really appreciate all you guys watching, and every single view that's on there means something to us. So if you like people that make a lot of mistakes but don't give up, you're at the right channel. Come on.